I wanted to explore the conversations around home and how common statements like, go back to where you came from, are.
The way I have been treated here as an immigrant and the way other immigrants have been treated in this country, I feel like I'm not accepted.
The recent deaths of black people this past month at the hands of police have sparked debates across the world. George Floyd's death in particular sent shockwaves across the globe. It is not unusual to be told to go back to where you come from, especially when you complain about racism. Similarly, racism and discrimination has created a desire for some people to want to move back home.
Why do you stay in this country? If you take such offence when you see Nelson's column, if you take such offence when you hear Winston Churchill's name, who I would argue, if in the unlikely event that anybody want to have a poll, I would say probably 80 to 90% of people would say that Winston Churchill did a good thing. I'm delighted that I see you at these Thursdays. I'm delighted you up to stand. But if it offends you so much, how do you manage to stay here?
I find that a really strange thing to say. So there's nothing in Britain that bothers you?
Sure, but I don't want to pull it down.
So why is leaving an option?
But I don't want to pull it down.
This is my country. And the reason that I raise this critique is not because I hate Britain, it's because I care about this country.
I have seen videos and comments telling black protesters to go back to Africa or to leave if they don't like what they're facing in the country. I am also aware that the issue of where to call home isn't just limited to black people. So I asked my followers on Instagram a series of questions, and these were the results. 58% of respondents said they do not consider where they live now to be home. 78% said their parents and immediate family do not consider where they live now to be home. It was also mentioned that their parents do consider where they live now to be home, but also feel as if their home is in another country, and this is where they plan to retire. 89% said that they would consider moving to somewhere else they call home for peace, their heritage homeland, new job, or if their family wanted to. 78% of respondents said that they had been told to go back to where they came from or similar, and 91% said that social and political issues made them feel as if they weren't currently at home. Home is more than where you were born and raised. It's more than a physical address. Rather than telling people to leave if they critique racism and discrimination, how about try to understand why it doesn't make them feel at home? Why must ending racism be a debate?
It can't work, so we need justice! Justice! We need justice! We need justice!